Coming up tonight on YCU News, New Hampshire Governor Maggie Hassan joins state Democratic lawmakers in Plymouth regarding Medicare expansion. Progress is moving forward to get Lebanon roadways washed out by summer rains back in good shape. And a 27-year-old Bennington, Vermont man is charged by state police with arson and felony possession of stolen property. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCU, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region and central Vermont. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that's happening in our area. The news on YCU, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Monday edition of YCU News. I'm Rose Spillman. New Hampshire Governor Maggie Hassan joined state Democratic lawmakers today in Plymouth regarding Medicare expansion. Hassan, House Speaker Terry Norelli, and Senate Minority Leader Sylvia Larson met with Plymouth residents on the politically sensitive health insurance issue. Not all state Senate Republicans are in agreement about expanding Medicaid, a plan that would allow more residents to have medical insurance. Today's press conference was held at the Whole Village Family Resources Center in Plymouth. On Thursday, the state legislature will vote up or down to expand Medicaid. At stake is health insurance to cover about 50,000 more New Hampshire residents. If Medicaid is expanded, more lower-income residents would qualify for financial aid for health insurance. A sticking point in the Democratic and Republican plans has to do with expanding coverage without having the government pay for all of the costs to do so. Hassan's message in Plymouth today is for the legislature to reach a constructive compromise. It will be a while before the roads washed out in Lebanon by this summer's pounding rainstorms will be repaired. Even so, progress is moving forward to get roadways back in good shape. One such path is Slayton Hill Road, which took a beating from the steady rainfall. Tomorrow, City Public Works crews will grade Slayton Hill Road from number 37 to Duloc Street. The road surface will be torn up and removed. Grading prepares the road surface for repaving by smoothing out any dips or bumps. On Wednesday, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., area paving workers will be on Slayton Hill Road to blacktop this street. Timing of the paving project is critical. Asphalt plants soon will close for the winter, which means roadwork repair will stop for the snowy season ahead. Any questions regarding this week's road repair can be directed to the Lebanon Public Works Department at 603-448-3112. There are many different ways to change how people perceive a community. Whether it's in the quality of its roads or schools, most towns and cities want to be seen in a positive light. Enter a campaign to rebrand Southern Vermont. Known as the Southern Vermont Sustainable Marketing Project, the project aims to help this area get back on its economic feet. This is especially important with the planned closure of Vermont Yankee at the end of 2014. Vermont Yankee is an economic force in the Brattleboro area. Its tax revenues to the city and county sustain local public government and private enterprise. For public and private employers, the loss of a major employer such as Vermont Yankee will deal this region a financial blow. Such a loss was taken earlier after southern Vermont was hit by Tropical Storm Irene in late summer 2011. On Thursday, the public is invited to learn what an advertising firm hired to help rebrand this region thinks. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. in the Wilmington, Vermont Town Meeting Room. The rebranding project is being paid for with funds from the federal government. A 27-year-old Bennington, Vermont man is charged by state police with arson and felony possession of stolen property. Police arrested Joshua Feinfrock on Saturday afternoon in the Shaw's Supermarket parking lot. That's where Feinfrock was located after an off-duty Vermont state trooper noticed another man believed to be an acquaintance of Feinfrock. Feinfrock is a suspect in the theft of an automobile in Sheldon. A vehicle later set on fire in Woodford. Feinfrock was held on $10,000 cash bail on the two charges over the weekend. defendant Joshua Feinfrock was arraigned today in Bennington Criminal Court. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at local high school sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow we will have highs in the upper 30s with a low of 19 degrees. Wednesday we'll have a high of 42 with lows in the 20s. Thursday and Friday we'll have highs in the mid to upper 40s with lows around 30 degrees. Saturday will bring some snow showers with a high of 38 and lows in the 20s. If you're a fan of skiing and movies, check out the premiere of the documentary United We Ski at Dartmouth College at the Filene Auditorium starting at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow evening. And now it's time for the YCU Game of the Week highlights. Last Saturday was a picture-perfect day for football as the Epping Newmarket Blue Devils traveled to Claremont to take on the Stevens Cardinals in the NHIAA Division III semifinals. Stevens superstar Donald Pellerin goes to work early, picking off a pass on Epping's first play of the game. A couple of plays later, Pellerin takes a direct snap into the end zone, giving the Cardinals a 7-0 lead just 5 minutes into the first quarter. With just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter, Pellerin bounces this play to the outside for a 20-yard touchdown run, giving the Cardinals a 13-0 lead. The Stevens defense, led by number 7, Briar Rouliard, and number 64, Noah Ladd, kept Epping Newmarket off the board for the rest of the game, limiting the Blue Devils to only 86 rushing yards. The Cardinals went on to win 13-0 and will now advance to the NHIAA Division III championship game next Saturday at Bow.
Thanks, John, and thank you for joining us for this Monday edition of YCU News. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And you can watch our programs anytime online at www.ycunow.com. I'm Rose Spillman for YCU, your local view. Good night.